Okay, muffler done, racks narrowed, everything's looking good. We are now going to move on to a project I have been wanting to do for a long time, and there is an inspiration to this upcoming project. It's a story that goes like this. Many years ago, I was on a trip and I needed to spend the night in Las Vegas. I was forced to do so to wait for a parts store to open in the morning. I had to get a room in a casino, and that casino, for whatever reason, would not let me use the luggage cart to go to my room. So I had to carry my own bags. Now I was in Vegas, so there's no way I was leaving all this outside. And again, I could not use the rack or the rolling luggage dollies they have there. So I carried my entire kit through an entire casino, I believe around the building twice, up an elevator and down a 200-yard hall to my bedroom or my room. I'm pretty sure I gave myself 1 to 3 hernias that afternoon. After that, I swore I would never have to do that amount of work again. It's not true. I've ridden many times since then. But anyways, the drama is effective in that statement. And so since then, I've come up with a concept for moving my luggage easier. I have only one goal on this project, and that is I'm going to be able to take my entire kit, which is going to include helmet, everything I wear, and my 3 pieces of luggage, because I'm a 3 luggage guy. You only get 3. 1, 2, 3. If you have more than 3, you're carrying too much, in my opinion. So we are going to be able to, the goal is to be able to take all of my kit in one run to said hotel room. And it's not as hard as you think. There's an inspiration, a second inspiration to this. Let me show you. You're going to like this. That's right, rolling luggage. Brilliant. I'm old enough to remember in the old days, we would lug around our luggage like this. Then some brilliant engineer said, what the hell, and put wheels on it and a handle. It's fantastic and it works. So this is our inspiration for this. And I'm going to take you to my computer because guess what? I modeled this up and be able to show you what I'm thinking. So let's go check it out. Here is what I am thinking. You are going to remove your 2 boxes off the bike. They're going to stack on top of each other. And as you can see, there will be a set of wheels on the bottom box, and there will be a handle on the top box. And then what there will be to hold them together is this clamp system. There'll be one on each side, and then of course the handle will pop up, and there you go. There is your rolling luggage system. And my 3rd soft bag will place right up here, some sort of simple strap system, I predict. So there you go. That's what we're going to make in this project series. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it as we make each component. What we're going to start with right now, though, is the wheels, because wheels are cool and effective, and they have no patent on them, so I can use them. Here we go. The wheel part of this project is not that involved. It really only has 2 parts. A wheel. We're going to use an inline skate wheel that I'll show you here a little later on, and this very special bracket. Why a bracket on the outside? Why not just put a bolt through the wheel into the side of the case? Because that's what hacks would do. That would bend and not hold up well, and we are talking a serious amount of weight here. So no, you want a second support on the outside of the wheel, creating a clevis type support. So what we're going to do now is we are going to machine this bracket on the CNC mill coming up next. So let's take a look at the big block of aluminum we're going to start with here. All right, I think you guys are now getting kind of an idea how this workflow works. So we're back in the shop and we've got our model of the wheel bracket. What are we calling it? Wheel bracket. On the computer here, and I'm going to run a really quick simulation. Hey, there it is. No problems, no interferences. So with that done, create the code. Hello. And load it up on the machine. And then start with a big giant block of aluminum. This was a big plate that I had in the backyard for a long time. I had to cut it up to make it usable, but there it is. This is a 8-tool operation. There are a lot of things going on here. We've got a drill, we've got an M8 tap, 3/4 roughing end mill, 5/8 finish end mill, 1/4 inch finishing end mill, 1/8 radius corner radius end mill, a 5.5 millimeter drill, and an M6 forming tap. So that is our setup here for the wheel bracket. Let's go ahead and start the machine and get this rolling. Let's get that cleaned up a little bit. All right, that looks pretty darn good to me. All the finish, the corners are radiused. Looks pretty much like the model. So this is op 1 of 2 ops, I believe, on this part. We're now going to flip it over and work on the back side, and hopefully that'll be it. 2 ops only. We'll find out. Now for op 2, we're going to take that part we just did on op 1, and we're going to put it in this set of what are called soft jaws. They're called soft jaws because I did a small program to machine them out to hold this profile shape. So what happens is you get something that looks like this. It fits in there perfectly, and when you clamp it down like that, it is perfectly held in place because it is an odd shape. This is a, let me see, it is a 4-tool operation. We are only going to be using our 3/4 rougher, our 5/8 finisher, a 1/4 inch finisher, and way over here a 1/4 inch drill. So let's go ahead and run this operation. All right, we are done, and that was, by the way, about 16 minutes of machining time. Let's take a look. Watch your ears and eyes. All right, good enough. Man, that looks good. That is pretty much as we modeled it. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the vise and take a look. So here's the part that just came off the mill. It's got some pretty nasty burrs on it, like one right there. That'll cut you open like a can opener. So I'm going to set that one down, but here's the second one I made, because of course we need 2 of these. And it's finished and it looks good. The holes, by the way, here are strictly to remove some weight, but when this is mounted, you're not going to see them. And mud and dirt and whatnot won't pack in there. So here's something cool about modeling these parts. If I put these on my scale and I look, we are at 5.7 to 5.8 pounds. It's bopping back and forth, or pounds, ounces, sorry. 5.7 to 5.8 ounces. If we go look at our model, on the computer, and then we look over here at the predicted weight, 5.776 ounces, and we were moving between 5.7 and 5.8 on our scale because it's only good to 1/10 of an ounce. So there you go, folks. That part is done. What we're going to do now is we are going to grab our luggage boxes, drill some holes, mount them up, and see what we got. And there you go, we're done. Brackets are bolted to one of the luggage that's a word, and came out as predicted. The luggage will roll now on those 2 wheels. These are wheels, inline skate wheels, if I haven't mentioned that before. I think these are 110s or 105s. If you notice, I made the bracket actually a little bigger than the wheel because they make one size up from this one. So I can take that larger size wheel if I feel I need a larger one. I don't think I will though, because this rolls real nice. So there we go, wheel parts done. That is phase 1 of 3 phases of Project Luggage. So let's move on to phase 2 of the luggage.